Tick-tock, tick-tock, hickory-dickory-dock. Time to beat the clock. Time for fun has now begun. Let's all play Beat the Clock.
Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania. For half a century, a quality name in incandescent bulbs, fluorescent tubes and fixtures, photo lamps, radio and television sets, radio and television tubes, and electronic devices. Yes, for homes, offices, schools, and factories, Sylvania.
Let's all play Beat the Clock.
And here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you're going to have the time of your life playing against time for big-time prizes. Now we have a very pleasant chore, if it may be called that, of re-meeting of some friends of ours from last week. Hi there, how are you? Sergeant and Mrs. Arthur Cannon of Fort Slocum, New York. Let's give them a welcome from our audience. How are you, Miss Slocum? Arthur, how are you? Now, how long have you been in the Army, Arthur?
Almost 11 years, sir.
Almost 11 years?
Yes, sir.
And Sergeant told a little story at the end of last week's show that I want him to recap for us now. Before he does, I'll tell you a little story that the bonus stunt tonight is worth $800. Now, if the bell rings while you're out here or anybody else is out here, they get a chance to try for that bonus. Sergeant and Mrs. Cannon, I asked them if they had any children. They said they had a little girl, and they brought her a Roxanne doll from the show last week. But not too many of us got to hear just exactly how this little girl came to be. So, Sergeant, suppose you tell us.
While we were stationed in Germany, we adopted her from one of the orphanages there.
In Germany?
Yes, sir.
She was a little German girl,
Yes,
is that
sir.
right? Well, I asked them to bring them back with her tonight, and here she is. I want you to meet her. Come on out here, honey. There she is. She kind of looks like a little Roxanne doll herself. Would you show me your pretty dress like you did before? It's awful pretty. Isn't that lovely? You see? It's just as pretty as it can be. Now turn around and let them see the back of it, how pretty that is. Isn't that lovely? No, just the back, that's all. Thank you very much, honey. You going to go over there and help Mommy now? Huh? Okay, you do that. I thought you kind of liked to see her. She's a real little doll herself. All right, you folks, of course, were at going through the $200 clock and just about to try the jackpot clock. Tell me, were you kind of excited when you got home?
Very.
Were you really?
Very.
Did you find a lot of your friends that watched and got excited for you, too, huh?
Just about everyone we know.
Oh, boy, I know. That's the thing. I guess it's pretty exciting doing these stunts on television. Say, Ricky, would you like to have one of these Sylvania's Indian headdresses here? Would you like one? Well, come on out here and take it. There you are. You know how to put that on? Don't you? Well, look, you put it right on your little head like that, see? Now you're an Indian princess. How's that? Okay? All right. Now, Mom is going to carry on for the family and try our jackpot clock. I'm going to have to ask Arthur and Ricky to step aside down over there, if you will. And Miss Cannon, if you step right up here, you're trying for the jackpot clock. Turn around and face the audience, and don't turn back again until I tell you to. And back of you now is our jackpot board with all of the words of a famous saying or quotation, and they're all mixed up. Now, you got to move them around on that board until they spell out the saying or quotation we're after. All this in 20 seconds from the time I say go. Now, don't turn till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Go. All right, stop the clock. Life is just a bowl of cherries. You did it. Come on back in here, folks. Oh, my goodness gracious sakes alive. Isn't that pretty exciting? Congratulations to you. You've beaten our jackpot clock. Now, you want to see what they've won, do you? Huh? Come on out here with me. Come on. Just take a look over here.
It's the 1954 Sylvania Stratford with a 21-inch screen and the great new photo power chassis for photographically clear pictures in even the most distant reception areas. And, of course, the Stratford has halo light for the greatest eye comfort in all television. Congratulations, Sergeant and Mrs. Cannon. You have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
Now, wait just a minute. Before anybody applauds or anything, I want to ask the young lady, what are you going to do with that television set?
I'm going to listen to it.
What'd you say? What did you just tell me you were going to do with it?
Listen to it.
No, that wasn't what you said. I wanted to say it again. She said, I'm going to carry that right home with me. God bless you, honey. Congratulations for beating our jackpot clock. Goodbye. Good luck to you. Bye, Ricky. All right. Well, that would have been the neatest trick of the week. That'd have been a beat the clock stunt, wouldn't it? Roxanne, who do we have now?
Bud, we have Mr. and Mrs. Harvey Borum from Jacksonville Beach, Florida.
Well, thank you very much, and a welcome from everybody else to Mr. and Miss Borum. How are you? Harvey, how are you? Real estate and insurance down there. You've been married 11 years and no children. Is that right? Do you work with Mr. Borum? Ms. Borum?
No, uh-uh.
You just keep house for him, do you?
That's right.
Well, that's a good-sized job, I guess, in itself. Is this vacation or a business trip for you? Huh?
Both, Bud.
A little bit of each.
That's right.
What do you come up here for? Compare
I
real
think the
estate?
main thing is the World Series.
Aha, this is business. Which team are you rooting for?
Yankees by all means.
Well, that's a very interesting switch. Now, you all from down there in the deep south, and you're rooting for the Yankees?
That's right. That's right.
How do you do that? You have to really kind of combine some sentiments there, don't you?
We're really pulling for 4 straight.
You sure are, boy. Well, it's 2-2 now, and it's really getting to be a real
That's
exciting
right.
series. My son is a Dodger fan, in case anybody wants to know. That shows where my side of the fence is. You get booze no matter which side you
That's
take in
right.
the World Series. Okay, now we have a little problem for the two of you that I think might be kind of fun. I don't know, but maybe you want to take your coat off. You want to, Harvey? A little cooler for you. Yeah, why don't you just hang up on that little hook there. And this is on the $100 clock. If you both come over here with me, you step right over here, if you will, Miss Borum. And Harvey, stand right alongside your pretty wife. The girls are going to tip this little cage effect over that way. Going to ask you both to sort of crawl in under it and sit down with your backs against this side, facing the audience, alongside each other. Just crawl right under there and sit right down on the stage floor, facing the audience. And the girls will lower it back down over you now. Watch your fingers. There we are. Now kind of back up a little bit so you're right. That's it. Good. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do with you now. We have a big box of balloons, and you're going to be buried in balloons. Careful now, girls. Just pour them in. That's the idea. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the clock next and see how many seconds you have to do what you have to do. 55 seconds. Now, can you hear me down here? All right, here's what you have to do. When I say go, I don't care how you do it, but you must remain seated on the floor. You can use your feet, your teeth, your hands, anything you want. Just break every balloon in that cage. You understand? Are you ready? Go! If you go out over that way with the girls, you can say, break the last one. That's the boy. That went out, and I didn't count that. Will you go over that way with Betty and Madeline? They want to get you all set for the next one. You come on back here and catch your breath. Miss Borum, how about that, huh? Yeah, we gave you those little earplugs so it wouldn't hurt your eardrums, you know?
It helped.
Yeah. When did you take to biting balloons to break them? That was a new approach.
First time.
That's the first time? I bet it's the last time, too, isn't it?
Certainly.
Yeah, what I liked was the way every time my husband saw her breaking one, he sort of broke her right in her face, you know. Oh, well, I hope you had a few laughs out of it. It's kind of fun. Good. I'm glad you thought so. Right now, of course, we're going to move you along, and you'll try for the $200 clock. And that's why we sent your husband over there, as a matter of fact, was to get him all ready, because this is something that involves a question of weights and measures. Tell you what, let's go over and see if he's ready for the weights and measure thing, shall we? Let's bring him out here, girls, if he's all set. Stand right over here with me, Miss Borum. Oh, look what we did to him. Come on out. Here we are. All right, now, I'm going to take this little table off here and set it right down over here with some little gift packages on it. Show you what those are all about in just a second. Okay. Now, do you want to just put that on there now, and I'll hang on to it for you here. That's the idea. Now, Madeline has fastened on the other side there a balloon. that balloon is hung on the other end of this string, which is controlled by this. You see right here? But the weight of that balloon pulls it down. Why the weight pulls it down? Because it's full of whipped cream. That's why.
That's what she's been waiting for.
What'd you say?
That's what she's been waiting for.
You have? Well, bless my soul, we love to answer the prayers of people. That's right. All right. Now, you notice that right above your husband's face are a series of little corks, and on those corks are little sharp needles, you see? You got the best seat in the house, boy. You know that? All right. Now, what you have to do is just this. You have to take a hold of this string right here, and you have to pull this balloon all the way to the top like that. When it's all the way at the top, you leave it, and you run down over here, open any one of these packages. Each one has a little weight in it. Run back in time to hook the weight on here to prevent the balloon from going down and getting broken. You understand? That's all you have to do. You start back here, right here. What are you looking at me like that for? Come on back here. Come on, here you are. Take hold of that string. That's all you... What's the matter, huh?
I wanted to see it break.
You did? Well, of course, I can't control how fast you do this. That's entirely up to you. But let you and I step over here and take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 40 seconds in order to get just one package open and stop one balloon from breaking. Do you understand the problem? Are you ready? Go! Let go of it. Let go of it. You gotta let go of it. Let go of it. Let go of it. Get that open. You gotta get that weight open. All the way. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, my goodness. It's done it. Go. All right. Here we go. Put another one on there. Here we are. Come back here. Start from here. Let go of it. Go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, my goodness. Another one. All right. Put the balloon on there. Here we go. Here we are. Okay. Come on. Get a hold of this. You've got to start from here. You ready? Go. Get that weight out of there. Hurry up. Get that weight out of there. All right, you did it. Stop the clock. Nicely done. Roxanne, come on out here with one of your Sylvania flash bulbs with a blue dot for sure shot. Take a picture. Sit right there and look at Roxanne. That's the idea. We get a picture of you. Hope it comes out, and we'll get him all cleaned up. You come on back over here with me, if you will. Okay, Miss Borum, you got your wish, didn't you, huh? Okay, nicely done. Miss Borum, while you're back over there and the girls are getting you all straightened out again, it's now your turn to try our jackpot clock, Miss Borum. So suppose you step right up here with me. Step on that little platform, turn around, face the audience, and don't look back now till I tell you to. In back of you now is our jackpot board with all of the words of a famous saying or quotation all mixed up. You get them unmixed, you know, move them around on the board until they spell out the saying or quotation we're after in 20 seconds. Now, don't look till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Don't look yet. Turn around, take a look. Go. All right, stop the clock. Bread is the staff of life. Just like that, we got it. Congratulations to you. Miss Borum, you have now seen our jackpot clock. And our warm congratulations to you. Let's see what you've won. Just take a look over here.
Again, Sylvania presents the Stratford, one of its great TV line for 54, with such exclusive features as the Photo Power chassis for photographically clear pictures in all areas, and Halo Light, which surrounds this 21-inch screen for the most comfortable viewing you've ever experienced. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Borum. You have just won Sylvania's Jackpot Prize.
Good night. All right, Roxanne, whom do we have now?
Bud, now we have Mr. and Mrs. John Harnett from Astoria, Long Island, New York.
Thank you very much, Roxanne. Hi, Mr. and Miss Harnett. How are you? Excuse me, Roxanne. Wait a minute. The bonus bell. You get to try the bonus right off the bat. If you first come out here. That's an awful way to throw something at you, isn't it, though? Have you seen the bonus? Haven't even seen it? Boy, here's a gal who hasn't even seen the bonus. You come on over here with me. And Betty, would you come out with those two? That's it. Scalpel. Thank you very much. Now, these are two. This is just for your wife to try. You can stand here and watch if you want to, sir. That's all right. Now, you hold that in that hand, that in this hand. These are regular pancake turners, you know. Now, if I take this cup and put it on there, you can hold it there, can't you?
Yeah.
And if I take this cup and put it there, you can hold that there, too. Now, that's the way the stunt must end. But I'm not going to put them there for you. This is going to be hanging here. That's going to be hanging there. And you may not use this to help that one or that to help this one. You must do them independent of each other, and they may not lean against your body at any time. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. For $800 in cash, 50 seconds. Are you ready? Go. I advise you to try this one first. Somehow you're right-handed. You'll probably find it a little easy. Take it easy. Don't try to hurry. Put it right against the box. Put it right against. There you are. You got one. Hold it high enough so you have enough slack. Golly, I'm sorry you didn't beat the clock. The clock beat you, but a good try. Well, that'll be worth $900 to anybody who tries it next week. And as I say, that is kind of a rough time to have it happen to you. When you first come out, hardly even got to know you before we started off. Now, let me say again, it's Mr. and Mrs. John Harnett. What do you do, John?
Assistant National Bank Examiner.
Are you? Step in a little closer here. We want to be able to see and hear you perfectly. How long you been married?
1 week.
1 week? Well, congratulations and all the happiness in the world to you both. I didn't realize it was all quite that new. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Harnett, you've been married 1 week. Did you have a hard time finding this fella?
Yeah. No, he was always around.
He was always around? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see just exactly how good you are. Would you take Mrs. Harnett off stage, please, Madeline? Right off that way, if you will, please. And just let me know just as soon as she is in the dressing room over there with the door closed, so she can't see or hear anything. Give me a signal. Is the door closed? Door's all closed. Okay, now, here's what's going to happen. You come with me, Mr. Harnett, please. Now, oh, yes, take your coat off, would you please, and hang it over there quickly as you can. And right over here with me, if I wanted to hide you from your wife, I could put you in back of this curtain, or I could put you under this box, couldn't I? I could put you under this large sort of round thing over here like a barrel, and I could hide you and I have another one over there, or as a matter of fact, we could put you under this thing over here and make it look like you were hiding all bunched up over there. But I'm not going to hide you in any one of those places. If you come with me quickly right over here and climb up on this boom microphone platform right here. That's it. I want you to put these earphones on, but first, listen to me enough to put your right hand on this handle, put that hit piece right up over your head. The right hand on that handle, your left hand on this handle right here. That's it. And face the audience. Face the audience at all times. Now, don't you turn around or reveal in any way where you are. Do you understand? Want to see how well your wife knows you. Don't look around. Don't make any sound whatsoever. Okay, now everybody else, please keep quiet. All right, let's bring her back out here. Miss Harnett, is she coming out? Bring her out here as quick as we can. Miss Harnett, hi there. How are you? Come on over here. Now, I want you to take a quick look over there and see how many seconds you have for your stunt. On the $100 clock, you have 55 seconds. Your husband is hidden on this stage. Find him. Go. Look any way you want to, sure. Come on, John, she knows it. Well, good enough. She knows you from the back, anyway. She could spot you in a crowded subway train out there. That's true love. Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. You get a little panicky there for a minute, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't find him.
Well, I certainly hope that you never have to look for him any harder than that throughout your married life. Believe me. Incidentally, I'd like to comment. I have here, and I didn't want to forget it. I'm glad I didn't. In the current issue of the National Geographic magazine, we'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the editors of National Geographic, as well as Tex Helm, who did some fabulous photographs of the Carlsbad Caverns. And the thing we like most about it, of course, is that he used thousands upon thousands of Sylvania Superflash flashbulbs, the blue dot for sure shot. They were used in taking these wonderful color pictures, and it's just such a sensational article, over 30 pages of it, that we want to congratulate them. It's a job beautifully done, and congratulations to that photographer, Tex. He did a wonderful job. All right, now let's see what we're going to do for you now. Getting your coat back on and get all set for the next one. And, well, you may be sorry you have your coat on. I don't know. Leave it on. It won't hurt. This is on the $200 clock, and you come over here with me, if you will, John. This is to get you in practice. Now that you're a newly married man, step right back over here, if you will. You'll notice that I have here 6 hat boxes. and I'm going to pile them up. If I pick this one up and put it on top of this one, I can then pick up the 2 of them and put them on top of that, pick up the 3 and put them on top of the 4th, pick up the 4 and put them on top of the 5th, pick up the 5 and put it on top of the 6th. Now, that way I have made my pile climbing up, but always by picking up the entire stack and putting it on top of the other. Do you understand? All right, now please note the other 6 hat boxes. Now, what you have to do is, starting with this stack, which I'll give you as a little bit of advantage, picking up the whole stack and putting it as I did on top of one at a time, pile up all 12 hat boxes. Do you understand? Now, I'll give you this much of a warning. If you get beyond the first 3 and it falls over on the 4th, 5th, or 6th, one of those final 6, you have to stop and go back for the final 3. If you go out on any of these first 3, you'll have to come back and go all over again. So be careful. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 55 seconds to get them all piled up. Don't waste time, but be careful. Work around from the inside here out there. Are you ready? Right. Go. As a matter of fact, Betty was doing that all afternoon, and she had a little trick of doing it. That's why she wanted to get on the act there with you. What I love most about it is he's so ginger, the thing is flicking around. He finally gets all 12, and he says, like this, picks the whole bunch up. In any event, that got you through the $200 clock. It's your turn to try for the jackpot now. Attaboy, John. Wish you good luck. Stand down over there, John, if you will. You can't help in any way except by holding a good thought. You turn around and face the audience. Now, if you will, Miss Harnett, all the way around there. That's it. Don't turn back again until I tell you to. Now, in back of you now is our famous jackpot board with all of those words of a famous saying or quotation all mixed up. Get them unmixed in 20 seconds. Open the curtain. Don't look till I tell you to. Turn around, take a look. Go. Okay, stop the clock. Jack of all trades. You didn't have a television set. Let's see what you've won. Just take a look over here.
Again, Sylvania presents the Stratford, one of its great TV line for 54, with such exclusive features as the Photo Power chassis for photographically clear pictures in all areas, and Halo Light, which surrounds this 21-inch screen for the most comfortable viewing you have ever experienced. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Harnett. You have just won Sylvania's Jackpot prize.
My congratulations to you, too, and the best of everything to you both in your married life. Nice to have you here with us. All right, Roxanne, whom do we have now? Oh, my goodness, got a whole family, kit and caboodle coming out here. Come on, bring them out, because our time's running a little short here, Roxanne.
Bud, we have Marvin and Linda. They're so small you can't see them.
Well, we get them out
Mr.
here.
and Mrs. Murray Lieber from Brooklyn.
Thank you very much. Hi, Liebers. How are you? I hope you're Dodger fans, are you? Yeah, come on out here. Let's say hello to the family. Come on, step right out here. That's the idea. How are you, honey? Nice to have you here with us today. I expect, Miss Lieber, that you do an awful lot of mending for these kids around the house, don't you? Boy, I'm telling you, they wear out their clothes so confoundedly fast. It's just hard to keep up with them, isn't it? Oh, it's real murder. I know that. Hey, there, little blue eyes. What's your name?
Linda.
Linda. How old are you?
3.
You're 3 years old, and how old are you, son?
6.
6 years old. We're going to have a Roxanne doll for you and one of these Sylvania trucks right here for you, son. We'll have one backstage for you. And you've seen the Roxanne dolls, so you know what it looks like. You'll get one backstage. Also, a couple of these Sylvania Indian headdresses for you, too, that you can have and take along home with you. There's one, you can have one, that one right there for you. You do a lot of sewing, you tell me. Incidentally, Roxanne does some sewing, too. Well, now, we've got your little Roxanne doll for you. I'm going to ask you two, if you will, Mr. and Miss Lieber, since our time is running short, to come over here quickly with me on the $100 clock. Let's see what your problem is. Are you right-handed, Mr. Lieber? Right. All right, Miss Lieber, if you stand right about down there and take that pile of saucers from Madeline, and here is a top silk hat for you, And, hey, it looks fine on you, boy. And here's a hammer. Now, we got a little teeter board here. You may only use your right hand to do this entire operation. With your right hand, your wife is going to place the saucer on the far end of that. You hit it with that. Well, I'll let you guess what you're going to have to do from there on because our time has all run out. I advise you not to wear that hat home with you, however. Tell me, can you come back next week?
Yes, we can.
All right, can you too, Miss Lever, and the family? All right, you'll be our first contestants at that time. We'll see you at that time. We'll take the saucers from you. Madeline will help you. And you can, I'll take it off. You don't have to wear that all the way. Thanks very much. We'll see you next week then. This is Bud Collyer speaking for Sylvania, hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
Production produced in association with the CBS television network. Roxanne, dressed by Larry Odom. Beat the Clock is